Good morning, everyone. What if one morning you get to your office, you sit down in front of your desk, and you open your laptop, you do a small scratch, because why not? And just when you get ready to input your password to unlock your device, a blue screen appears saying that, or a blue screen appears, saying that, hey, your data is being kept captive. You have 72 hours to pay around £50,000 to get it back. The harsh reality is that this is way more common than we think. Unfortunately, this happened only a few years ago to an NGO based in the UK, working with children. Are you all familiar with what a ransomware is? Yeah? No? A ransomware is a malicious software that actually, when deployed on a machine, it practically locks away, it encrypts all data, and is going to ask you to pay a ransom, a specific amount of money, to get that data back. Data which rightfully belongs to you in any case. Usually when this happens, the threat actors, the cyber criminals behind it, they always leave a communication channel open between them and their target. In our case, with the NGO in the UK, the NGO reached out to the cyber criminals and said, hey, we are an NGO, we cannot pay £50,000 just like that, And the cyber criminals were like, oh, you're an NGO. We didn't know. We'll give you a 50% discount, but you'll still pay for it. Unfortunately, that's the world in which we live in. Nowadays, non-profits get discounts even for cyber attacks. Today, we were placed in this, let's say, short talks session between nonviolence and deterrence. And when I was thinking about it and putting together my speech, the first thing that came to mind was resilience. That's what I think is between nonviolence and deterrence. And this is what we're trying to achieve with the Cyber Peace Builders program from the Cyber Peace Institute. Now, the Cyber Peace Institute is a small NGO based in Geneva, Switzerland, created in 2019. We are a bit more than 30 people, a bit spread all over the world. And our main objective is really to protect vulnerable individuals in this vast, huge digital space. But how do we do that? We're not the ICRC to go on the ground and help vulnerable people ourselves. We said the best way to do that, to achieve that, is by working with the non-profit organizations that deliver critical and life-saving services to these vulnerable individuals. And that's how, in October 2021, we launched the Cyber Peace Builders program. The Cyber Peace Builders program is a network of cybersecurity experts who volunteer their time and expertise for free to assist non-profit organizations to enhance their digital resilience. It's actually very simple. When a non-profit joins the program, they are going to be asked to do a very short assessment, around 30 questions based on international cybersecurity standards, massively simplified because we all know we don't like long assessments. And what this does, it practically already helps them take a step back to think about, oh, my cybersecurity, I never thought about this. It's, this extra admin thing I have to do. Do I really have to do it? Unfortunately, yes, and more and more. And then what this assessment does, it practically helps these nonprofits map their needs, identify, okay, should they spend more time on training? Should they look at maybe implementing better security controls? Should they work more on the governance of their digital ecosystem, and so on? You might ask yourself, but okay, why cybersecurity for nonprofits? Nonprofits are being targeted mainly for what they do, what they have, and what they know. And in the past 4 years, according to our research, we have managed to track a bit more than 600,000 cyber attacks targeting nonprofit organizations. This is a mix of open source data with our own data from the 630 nonprofits that we work with. Imagine that only in 1 year and a half, since we started to have this capacity ourselves, we blocked a bit more than 1 million phishing emails for around 40 organizations who decided to benefit from that tool. 1 million phishing emails for 40 organizations, not yet all of them. Imagine if we had all of them, that would have been maybe tens of thousands of millions. In a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that cybersecurity concerns us all, both at an individual level, because We are all day long on these devices, but also at the professional level. Because, and especially with the COVID pandemic, all sectors have went from massive digitalization process, and in particular the nonprofit sector, we are being asked to do more with less as well. We have new threats such as AI security, we have disinformation coming up and more targeting nonprofits. So how are we going to face all this? Now, when we created the Cyber Peace Builders program, the idea was to provide a scalable and accessible program for nonprofits to be able to work on their cybersecurity, knowingly that they do not have the resources, the money, the knowledge, the capacity to invest in this. And our main purpose was, okay, let's make it as accessible and simple as possible so that they, by going step by step through each mission and each engagement, they can then strengthen that cybersecurity. We are currently working with a bit more than 630 nonprofits, thanks to the help of 1,600 volunteers. The volunteers, they are coming from private companies, and practically we are asking these private companies to use their corporate social responsibility to finance and support the program, but to also give us human resources. Because this is a massive gap also for nonprofits in terms of IT, staff, and human resources overall. Now, I know cybersecurity might be a bit daunting and scary. When working with different nonprofits, they were always saying, this is not a topic that we prioritize. To me, it's like one of those mythological creatures. It has 7 heads, you cut one, but then it's another one showing up. It is. Cybersecurity, it's a field that it's in constant flux and evolution. But what we hope to achieve through the Cyber Peace Builders program, it's exactly this community collective action that is ethical, that is well structured, that is well centered on supporting NGOs, on protecting those who actually protect others. So on my side, if you are a nonprofit and you think you could benefit from some cybersecurity support, let's connect to see if this can work for you, if it's the right thing for you. Maybe yes, maybe not. If you are a foundation and you want to discuss how we can maybe further protect your grantees, why not? That's also something that we do. Or if you're a cybersecurity expert or a tech company who wants to have a good, do something for good, for social impact, please do get in touch with us. And I thank you very much for your attention. I hope this was interesting and clear. Thank you.